What we're doing today is making milk gravy. A lot of people use water. The milk tastes a whole lot better, a little more richer, a little more creamier, and just has a better taste. You can use flour, all-purpose flour, self-rising flour. I use self-rising flour. And since we're using peppered bacon today, I will not add any pepper into my gravy. Maybe a little salt, but no pepper. Using pepper bacon will make it extra spicy with the pepper, with the grease left over from the pepper bacon. So if you don't like hot, spicy gravy, maybe you should use regular bacon. But other than that, it's all in how you mix it and get the roux ready in the beginning. Slow, don't overheat it, just take your time. Once you pour your milk into your roux at a medium to low temperature, you just slowly stir that in until it gets a nice creamy to your consistency. It will thicken on its own. So wherever you want it, that's where you take it off. And so that's what we'll be doing today. All right, so here's what we got. I really don't know how to make milk gravy. I just know that I was watching my mother, which Lucille Warrior, make her gravy. That's the way I make my gravy. And when I want some good old milk gravy, I don't know how to make it. I just replicate what I saw how she made the gravy. So when I make it, I put love in it. I put heart in it, and I take my time, and I just make sure it's nice and smooth and to my thickness and my like, and that's what I do. You know, when I see all these cooking videos, and these ladies cooking this and that, and even gravy, like I'm getting ready to do now, I always make sure I have all of my stuff prepared. I got my bacon cooked for my grease. I've got my bowl laid out for my gravy. I got my spoon to stir my gravy. I got my flour so I can feed it into the grease. I've got my milk here ready to go. So I have everything I need to start the process and complete the process. Make homemade milk gravy as we go right now. As you can see, I'm going to add some more flour. I got enough of these. Get my roux, they call this roux. And the roux kind of determines how much gravy you want to make. And to determine how much roux you make depends on how much grease you're going to use to make your gravy. I'm kind of wanting to make a little bit more than usual. I'm going to add a little more flour, roux, to make a little more gravy. And then this seems to be, to me, all I need to add any more flour. I'll just stir this to get it a nice brown texture. And this is going to take a minute or two. Hey, welcome back to old time milk gravy here. It took me about 5 minutes to get to this point where I'm going to add my milk and get that little brownish tint of your roux here. And we're getting ready to pour our whole milk. I prefer whole milk to give that gravy that good rich taste. And as you stir your gravy, the roux that was in the skillet, we're going to mix that with the milk and get that good and mixed together on medium heat. You don't want to get too hot. You don't want it to get too thick too quick. You gotta take your time and just let it happen. Nice and smooth to your consistency. Well, after I've added my whole milk, I like whole milk, to my roux on medium heat, I will continuously mix the roux with the milk on a medium heat to get the thickness and consistency that I want. All right. After about 5 minutes of stirring your roux with your milk, I am now at the point where the magic happens. As you can see, the consistency of the gravy is starting to get to that magic point of goodness. And we're getting ready to complete our process of milk peppered gravy. All right, getting ready to pour the skillet of goodness to our bowl so we can partake in our homemade milk gravy. All right, as you can see, the finished product, milk peppered gravy. Pretty much a very, very good consistency. And we're going to pour this over buttered biscuits. And you can use as much gravy as you want, or use all you want. Now I'm going to get a little taste of our completed milk gravy. See what we have here. Yes, I think it will work. Yes. So give it a try. Can't go wrong. You gotta try it. Take your time. Don't rush it. It'll be just mouth watering. And as the Creek tribe says, my dough.